Today, I'm going to blow your mind. That's right, I have an amazing tutorial planned for you. We're going to be talking about AI artwork, and not just any AI artwork, but what if I were to tell you that you could take an old illustration or an old graphic that you created and turn it into something new, level it up, create something awesome? I wonder what I have in store for today's tutorial. Well, guys, hold on to your seats. I'm about to rock your socks off. Now, let's say I have an old illustration floating around in one of my sketchbooks, one that's just sitting there, one that I never did anything with. Like this one right here of actress Eva Green in Penny Dreadful. Now, I drew this back in 2015, and I have to say it does look really cool. I love this illustration. But what if I were to change it into something like this? Or evolve it into something like that? Or create something cool, something interesting, like maybe this. Bada bing. Hello. Yeah, today's tutorial is going to be really fun. We are going to dive into Adobe Firefly, and I'm going to show you their new feature, Structure, and we are going to create some brand new artwork based on old illustration and designs from me, and we're going to have a lot of fun. So, my name's Ken Shinneberry. Welcome to DYC Studios. Let's dive in. I'm about to get real with you. Now, before we talk about AI, I do think it's important that you learn the regular tools. Learn Photoshop, learn Illustrator, learn Adobe Premiere Pro, learn InDesign, because without those, you're not going to be able to tweak or edit the AI artwork that you created. And I still think it's good to learn the basics and learn how to create things on your own before you get started. AI artwork is really great, but don't use it as a crutch. Also, I think it's very, very important to add a disclaimer saying that, hey, this was created using an AI platform, and let people know which platform you used. It's completely cool and all right. It shows that you're paying attention to technology and that you're willing to evolve. So if I create something using Adobe Firefly, then I'm going to add that to my disclaimer saying that I created it with Adobe Firefly. I think that's very important as an artist, because if a client were to come to me or a potential employer and say, hey, I really love your designs, your artwork is really cool, I would love for you to do this or do something like this in that style. Can you tweak this a little bit? Turn this color green, turn this color blue. Hey, if I can't do that on my own, I'm going to run into problems, right? So again, I think it's important to be transparent, let people know. The other thing, I think it's important to use an ethical platform. There are some platforms out there that just source data from the internet and just launder data left and right. Midjourney, sorry. But I think Adobe's doing the right thing. They're being very ethical. You can opt in or opt out as an artist. They're only sourcing and training their AI based on, Adobe stock. And I think that's kind of cool. Now, again, you can opt in, opt out. And also they compensate the creatives that are being used for training. That's also awesome. And the other cool thing is it puts a credential on whatever's created using the AI platforms built into Firefly and Photoshop and Illustrator and things of that nature. That's really awesome. And also, guess what? AI is coming to Adobe Premiere Pro. Woohoo! Super stoked about that. But having that credential also keeps things a little bit transparent. So always try to use an ethical platform that is training their AIs in an ethical manner. Very important. And then also learn that software. Don't ditch out on learning the software. Learn that software. Okay, I am in Adobe Firefly. As you can see, firefly.adobe.com. And we're going to do a little bit of experimentation. And during this process, you're going to learn how to create prompts as well, too. Now, I already have something typed in. It says, attractive British woman wearing Renaissance-style clothing with a castle on a hill surrounded by a forest in the background. Highly detailed, high resolution. I'm going to put photo realistic as well. And we're just going to hit generate. And it's going to automatically do the first one in a square. I wish I could pre-select some things as well too. I also wish I could add the structure beforehand, but let's see what it puts out first. Ooh, look at these. This one is really nice. Again, this woman does not exist. Fake person. All right. Also fake person. This one, you can tell her face is all boogered up. Definitely a fake person and stuff. But this one's nice, you know, except for her finger kind of goes into the fabric a little bit, but maybe it's behind the fabric. We'll just pretend. But right now, let's add that illustration of Eva Green right here. And it's going to upload that image and we're going to see what happens. Okay. I am going to change this to portrait and I'm going to hit generate. Now let's see what we have. Now the first one's probably going to be a photo, most likely, but I will click and turn it to art afterwards. So let's see what it does. Because sometimes the photo things are pretty cool that it's done. Again, if you are doing an illustration, it does help if you put the person right. Now, the reason these don't match the illustrations so much is because the strength is set to 50%. So if we move this up here, and I'll just show you what it created. So it's just got a woman kind of profile, you know, things in her hair, kind of looking, you know, slightly to, but when I hit generate now, with that strength boosted all the way up, it should match almost the same design in the illustration. Let's check, see what happens. We're always playing the waiting game, waiting for things. Look at these. Very nice. Look at that. Kind of cool. And you never know what's going to happen, but let's turn this to art. And this is where it gets kind of nifty. This is where it has some fun. Now, again, you never know what's going to happen. So my luck, it's going to produce some horrible things right off the bat, but you know, let's see, fingers crossed, right? Let's see what comes out of this. Look at this. That is just breathtaking. It looks like the castle Neuschwanstein in Germany. This is like Burgals. Now, I did do some weird things to her face right there. I don't know why, but that's okay. Still gonna download that. Still like that. It's got a lot of forcey things in her hair. This is really pretty. Oh, I love that one. Okay, very cool. Look at that. Wow. And I do think it's kind of neat. I'm never going to like click away on this because I like when I do tutorials, I think it's really good to showcase this, like, you know, promoting transparency in AI, like I talked about before. Okay. Now we're going to change this prompt a little bit. Okay. So let's say British woman, ghostly British woman, with white hair, woman is wearing Renaissance style clothing. Let's get rid of the castle background. And we're going to put woman standing in a, let's see, dark London alley background. Let's see what happens here. Okay. I'm just going to hit generate and see. Fingers crossed it does something unique. Very curious. Sometimes it do really cool things. Sometimes it does some really weird things. But it's always the waiting game, waiting to see what happens. Look at this. Look at these. Oh, she's kind of creepy. This one I like. That one's kind of stunning. I'm going to download this one. She's like, whatever. Whatever. Very cool. All right, let's change that up. Let's say attractive British woman with scary clown makeup. Woman is wearing A dark, cute clown costume. Don't know what it's going to do there, guys. We're going to keep the background the same. Again, just changing your prompt just a little bit will create some things. And I have not tried clown makeup on this one. And I have really experimented with this one, changing it into an oil painting, changing it into a watercolor painting, and it has done some really cool things. Let's see what it does. Creepy. Oh, creepy as all get out. Okay, all right. Weird, strange, all right, but fun. Look at this. It even gave her kind of like a weird hat, kind of like right there. I am definitely not going to sleep tonight. These are kind of scary. It's so fun. That one I don't like. I like the background and I like the hair, although it looks like she's got tomatoes. She's got tomatoes on her. All right, very cool. Let's do one more. Let's change this up completely. Attractive female wearing brightly colored 1980s clothing. Let's get rid of the background. And let's put illustration of an attractive female wearing brightly colored 1980s clothing. Let's see what happens. Okay. I am very curious what it's going to do. Sometimes it does cool things. Again, sometimes it doesn't. You know, again, with AI, I think you got to play with it and hit generate a few times to get something that you're looking for. And again, you have to adjust your prompt as well, too. Look at these. Wow. That almost looks kind of like watercolor sketch-like. Just going to download that one. That one I'm not so much into, but I do like it. It is kind of nifty. That one I like a lot. That one is really cool. Look at this one. This kind of looks like, I can't think of, what's the one artist that always did the white faces? That 80s artist? I can't think. Anywho. Let's get rid of this. And now we have this. Let's see one more and just see what happens. Again, trying out these things, seeing what can happen can be really cool. Let's see. And then we'll move on to another thing. Look at this. This is kind of nifty. Her eyes are kind of boogered up, but okay. That one I like a lot. Downloading these. This one I don't like so much. It looks similar to the other one as well too. But as you can see, you can really have a lot of fun. Let's move on to the next example. I think you guys are going to like this one a lot. So this is attractive female. Female has horns on her head. Oh, attractive female with pink hair, by the way. Female is wearing purple clothes. Female surrounded by colorful clouds. Sunset with colorful clouds background. High resolution, highly detailed, photorealistic 3D. Let's hit generate. And while it's creating the random thing, let's go ahead and choose the image I want it to be based on. And it is going to be based on this image, which I did do during a live stream on Behance, and even had to redo the eyes because the eyes were kind of not right in the pencil drawing. But that happens. It is what it is. And yeah, so, okay. While that's uploading, oh, it looks like it's got some like cool results already. Fun ones. Ooh, look at this one. This one is pretty. I am going to download this just for fun. So these are the ones that randomly came up that don't match the outfit or the illustration that I did. But really nice. I don't know why they're wearing dress suits. I do. This one is really neat. I do like that one a lot. That one is really cool. This one is kind of nice. It looks like kind of like a schoolgirl. She has like her backpack on or something, it looks like. All right. Cool. Now, I am going to boost the strength on this all the way up. In other words, it will do some weird things. And I'm going to hit generate. Let's see what happens. Based on the image that I created. Will it look cooler than what was already shown that it did on its own? Or will it be silly looking? I don't know. Let's find out. Fingers crossed. You never know. Ooh, look at these guys. Look at that. Wow. That is really cool. I'm going to download that. Also, lovely, stunning. And the reason it has the line, because in the original illustration, it has a line on the cheek. So that's why it adds something. That's kind of interesting as well, too. I'll download it just for fun. Oh, that one's nice, too. But let's attempt it maybe 1 or 2 more times. See what happens. Very curious. Do. You never know. Ooh, look at that one. That is really nice. That is really cool. That is really nice too. I picture these kind of being like on the, you know, a notebook of like some schoolgirl's notebook or something like that. This one's kind of pretty. I don't know why she's kind of blurry in the face though, but sure. This one's kind of neat too. Let's do it one more time. And I'm going to do anime female. And now I have done this one and did mess up the lips. So we'll try it once with anime and then I'll do one more without anime. But let's just see what it's got going on. Adobe Firefly, give me something good. Rolling the dice. Give me something good. Come on. You can do it. I know you can. There we go. There we go. Look at this one now in anime version. That is so cool. And I love how, you know, you got the light shining on her right here in the shadow. Very smart. Okay. All right. This one also very pretty. Ooh, I like this one too. That one is really nice. I wonder why it's putting the sunset, you know, behind them. This one, okay, well, this one's got it on the other side. I do like that one. This part right here, I would edit and change maybe a little bit somehow. Okay. I'm going to do that one more time without anime, just for fun. Whew, let's see. I want to add sunset with pink colorful clouds and just see if that changes things even more. You never know. Sometimes adding a word can mess things up. Sometimes it can make it better. But I am very curious what it's going to do. Ooh, some of these look really nice. This looks really nice. Look at this one right here. Wow. I would do some editing work on the earring though. Ooh, that, again, love it. Look how cool that is. That is awesome. This one, it's okay. It's similar to the one, but again, her face just seems blurry. I will download it just for fun. This is also cool. Also cool. Okay, we'll roll the dice one more time. I will put anime back in front of it. One more time. Let's see what happens again, and then we'll finish this one up. Again, you never know. And this is why I say it's addictive. You could play with this for hours. So I know this is a long tutorial, but I hope you guys enjoy it. Let me know which part you like the best, which phase of this, like, or which illustration you enjoyed seeing the most. Ooh, this one's cool. I like that one. It's okay. That one seems like it's doing the same face, but it's having issues rendering the eye out. I don't know why. It's kind of cute. So, wow, this was a fun illustration to play with, a fun design. Let's try another one. Let's do something fun. This one does some really weird things. I have played with that, but let's make a Barbie. Why not? So this was an old illustration when I first got my Wacom Cintiq companion, or Yeah, no, my Wacom Cintiq companion. Yeah. Not my Mobile Studio Pro. And I was sitting at Wacom and I was drawing these actually back when they were based in Krefeld, their European office. Now they're based in Dusseldorf, right around not too far, not around the corner, but one train ride away. So let's say plastic woman, attractive. I haven't used plastic, so I don't know what's going to happen. Woman with woman has blonde hair. Woman is wearing a pink cowboy hat. Highly detailed, high resolution. Let's do photo realistic 3D graphic. Okay. Oh gosh, I'm nervous because I haven't typed in plastic. I don't know what it's going to do to her. But it was doing some interesting things with the hair, and I kind of liked it that it was kind of creating these kind of plastic hairs, even though I didn't use the word plastic in the thing. Look at these. Look at that. Okay, not so bad. All right. Again, kind of want to get kind of like a toy kind of looking thing. This is kind of neat. It's got something weird happening right there, but I do love everything else regardless. I got to save some of these. I might do this one is a little racy right there, but that's kind of cool. I like how it gave the hat a texture. And look at this. This is like the Taylor Swift version of that one. But I do like that one. That one turned out really good. So I think I don't. What if I do like the plastic one? I do think that's kind of cool. Let's do farm background. Not sure what's going to happen with that, and just hit enter. Who knows? I should have did like toy room, kids room background, kind of give it the Barbie doll feel, but I decided to do farm. Let's see. I don't know. Again, closing my eyes. Don't know what's going to happen. Ooh, look at this. That's kind of cute right there too. I like how it even tried to put the braids around the hat. You could see that's kind of neat. I like this one. This one's really nice. I do like that. She doesn't look plastic though, but okay. Hey, all right. She looks like a messed up country singer with an elongated neck, but it could be that I drew the neck long. So, and I probably did draw the neck long because sometimes I do, but that's okay. Look how fun this is. Okay. The next one we're going to do is for all you Ghostbusters fans out there. And I've yet to see the new movie. I really want to see the new movie. As a New Yorker, I really want to see the new movie. Okay, let's see what happens. Again, I didn't add my source image, but let's see what happens. So right now we have green ghost covered in slime. Ghost is holding a chicken leg, plain white background, high resolution, highly detailed photo realistic. Did some really weird things here. It didn't do a white background, but look at these. Okay, that's kind of creepy, kind of gross. Let's get rid of the plane, and then let's add. Also, it's trying to do a photo, so let's turn it to art, and then let's take this image of Slimer right here that I created a while ago. I even did this during a live stream. This one, I don't know. So I stream weekly on Behance for the Adobe Education Leaders Program, and sometimes I do some really cool artwork just for fun. But it started out as a hand illustration, and then I turned it into a graphic. So this is kind of fun. Let's see what it does now. And it's added the 3D, it's added art, so it should look kind of cool, hopefully. Okay, right now it's got the strength to 50. But at 50%, it created this. Ooh, that one's kind of crazy. That's kind of gross, that one. But it's on the right track. of everything. And then there's this one, but let's turn that up to 100% and then hit generate. See what happens there. All right. I am curious. Okay. Fingers crossed. No, I ain't afraid of no ghost. Let's see what happens here. Come on, Slimer, show me the money. There we go. Look at that. I don't know what's going on with the tongue there, but sure. This one, perfect, awesome. Look how cool that is. Wow. That is like super awesome. That one I dig. Ooh, look at this one. He's like got chicken wing all over his face. That's kind of gross. Look at this. It looks like he's got salad growing inside of his mouth. Okay, can happen. You're a ghost, But I really like those. Let's do one more. Because sometimes, it doesn't do it good on the first try. Sometimes you have to kind of hit generate once or twice to do something cool. All right, let's see. And in the meantime, if you click up here, you can see how many credits you have left right there. All right, let's see. Look at, this one I like a lot. That one turned out really good. I'm going to download that one. Again, I like how it says promoting transparency in AI. And I never click that off because I want to show it during tutorials. So, but as you can see, we have Slimer from the Ghostbusters, various versions. Yet another prompt for you and another image that I created. And I actually did this image during a live stream as well. So this original graphic that I created, I'm going to be using this, was created during one of my live streams, again, for the Adobe Education Leaders Program on Behance. Now let's hit generate, and it's just going to create something generic at first, So attractive female with brown hair. Female is wearing a retro prom dress, maroon background, high resolution, highly detailed, photorealistic. And let's add that design. It is this one right here. And we will look at these ones too. So let's look at these. So this was just random. This one's kind of cute. Although I don't know if that would be a prom dress, but sure. Okay. All right. Maybe in some countries that would be a prom dress. I don't know, but also nice. I don't know why they put flowers in their hair. Obviously, they think girls going to prom wear flowers in their hair. But let's change this to art. We have that image. We're going to turn that strength up before I forget to 100 or all the way up. I don't know. 100%. Let's see what it does. Hopefully, it does some cool things. I don't know. It varies. Let's see. It's like the waiting game. Don't worry, it'll be there. It's coming. Look at this. Look how cool that is. That is really nice. Look at that one. Really cool. Also really nice. This one looks like those games where those mystery games where they hide objects that, you can download on your mobile phone or you can download on your computer. Like I just lost, several things, or there was a murder. We have to find these certain objects in the room. And she looks like one of those characters out of one of those games. So, okay, let's turn this into a photo and see what happens. All right. I'm just going to hit generate and then we'll do something cool. We'll change the prompt completely. Now this one, it might put a line on her nose because it was an illustration and I drew a line for her nose. So sometimes it will add some kind of funky thing to it, but look at these. Oh, not so bad. Look at that. That's nice. I'm going to download that one. Also, that one's kind of nice too. This one's kind of nifty. When I first did this image like a week or so ago, I tested it and it really kind of made the woman have very same facial features. I don't know why. Okay, we're going to turn this into art. I am going to type 3D. We're going to do two more things. One where we just add 3D to the prompt and see what happens. So I am curious. Sometimes just adding a little thing changes the whole thing. Let's see. Give it a second. And then we're going to do some brand new prompt. Oh, very mysterious. I am going to download this one real quick. That one I don't like so much. That one's okay. But okay, now let's change it. So let's change it. Let's change it. Let's change it up. Change it up 100%. So, attractive cyberpunk female. Did I spell attractive wrong? Probably did. All right. And I spelled female wrong. Female in a futuristic space station. Let's see what happens now. I am so curious. I haven't tried futuristic space station on this one. And I haven't turned her into a cyberpunk female. So who knows? It might create something cool. It might not. Ooh, wow. That's kind of interesting. I like this one. This one looks like she's very like, not cyberpunk, but very like nightmare space station. I will download that one just for fun. Let's get rid of the 3D and see what happens. Try it one more time. Very curious what will happen here. Who knows? Could be something cool. Might be something silly. Look at these. Okay, let's do something totally attractive. Female superhero. Is standing in a city background. I'm very curious. You know, you never know, again, what could happen when you type in a prompt. Something good, something bad. You never know what could happen. But let's see. Let's find out what is going to happen with this image. I might have to turn the 3D off. Look at that. It's kind of funny. It's trying to do a mask. Well, she's that kind of looks like, you know, kind of an X-Men style outfit. But you can see you can have a lot of fun with these prompts. So for the next one, I'm just going to continue from this last frame right here. And I want to show you what happens when Adobe blocks something. So I'm just going to type in a prompt. Women standing in a store. And I'm going to take this image, and this is going to get blocked. Okay, I already know it's going to get blocked. These are mannequins, okay? I shot this photo a long time ago, and it's mannequins, all just gray mannequins. And Adobe is going to block this because Adobe thinks that this image is of naked women, probably. But watch what happens. Because I would have loved to did like, you know, look right there. You got your little monkey going. Sorry. I would have loved to take in these images of these models and did like superheroes or of these mannequins and do like superheroes or what have you and do some really cool things with them. But again, you know, not everything works. It is what it is. I don't know why Adobe blocks a lot of things. They block certain kind of imagery. In fact, this one right here of the retro girl in a swimsuit with the flamingo also gets blocked. I don't know why. Maybe it's because her swimsuit is a light color and it automatically assumes she's, you know, wearing something bad. I don't know. No idea, but that one gets blocked as well. The next one we're going to do is based on an illustration that I did during my live streams for the Adobe Education Leaders Program on Behance. And in fact, I did give out the line art to all my subscribers. So if you subscribe to me on Behance, then you can get this line art as well. So first, we're going to generate something completely random and see what happens. It's a Maneki Neko Lucky Cat. So just like this one that's right back there, that's waving its arm. In a Japanese dojo, photorealistic high resolution. And look at this. Now it looks like it's trying, but it's kind of fighting, because they always have their hands up, but that's okay. It's all right. I do like this one. I am downloading that one. That one is cute. If I wasted my credits on doing some of these, then I'm going to download some of these. So again, I also like, promoting transparency in AI. All right, now let's upload my Maneki Neko. And it's right here. Again, this one was created during that live stream. And I have multiple versions of it as well too, because I created it where you can recolor and do whatever you want. We're going to turn that strength all the way up to full blast. And we are going to turn it into art. And I am going to put 3D. And I'm going to hit generate. And let's see what happens. This could be really cool. Now, sometimes it will get the lettering right on the Maneki Neko. Sometimes it kind of boogers it up a little bit. But let's see. The past couple times it's gotten the letters right when I've done this, when I ran the test. So we will see. We will see. We will see. Nope. See, this one I boogered out. But that's still cool. That is still really nice, this one. I do like it. It is cute. Even if the lettering is wrong, this one's kind of close, but not 100%, but let's download this. That one's completely wrong. So let's try it one more time. Just going to hit generate, and then we're going to change the prompt completely. But I do like this. I might get rid of the 3D as well. I don't know. Well, let's see what it does. It's the waiting game. Ooh, the second one, it's almost right. That one's kind of nifty. But I like how it's getting that like porcelain, This one, the lettering, I believe, is 100% perfect. This one shouldn't have that little piece right here, but we could edit that and fix it. So again, having your skills in, Photoshop would allow you to kind of tweak some of these a little bit. All right. So let's do neon lights. Let's see what happens. Just a change to the prompt, something magical. Sometimes cool things happen. You never know. And I have tried things. I did see where one of the education evangelists did use some Star Wars helmets. And I have tested it with Star Wars helmets that I did, and it did some really good things too. But I don't recommend using IPs that are owned by other companies with Adobe products, because that might get you in trouble. But look at these. Look how awesome this is with the neon. This cyberpunk version of the Maneki Neko right there. Now I wish my Maneki Neko had neon lights. Come on. That's not fair. But how cool. Ooh, look at that. And I like how the backgrounds actually got darker too. So drawn. Okay, let's do has colorful neon lights. I have tested this out where I did have ghost-like koi fish swimming in the background, and it took me a long time to play with the prompt. I'm not going to do that prompt today because it would take me a long time to figure out the prompt again, but I did do it and it did look really cool. Some of the fish sometimes did look weird, but it was pretty awesome. I think I even did that during the live stream on Behance when I featured this feature. When I featured this feature. Ooh, look at that. That is so nice. Oh, I love this one. I really do. Kind of looks like Tron. Okay, one last one for the Maneki Neko. Okay. cat is made out of marble. I actually did some Greek goddesses and I put in marble and suddenly they became statue-like. This was back in version 1 of Adobe Firefly. It is on the Instagram account that I have for Adobe Firefly. It's a special one that's only Firefly things. So if you want to check that out, I'll include the link in the description. But look at this is nice. This one is really nice. Again, just a little bit of a prompt change, and even the background changed a little bit too. The face looks funny, but I do like the gold details. I wish this was the same gold around this one, but I guess it does have lines there, and it was trying to do the spots on them. I do have a version of the Maneki Neko without the spots, but I do like it with the spots as well. But these are really cool. See how you can have a lot of fun just adjusting these and playing with it. But again, totally different piece of artwork created from this old illustration that I turned into a graphic. Again, with Firefly, you can really kind of experiment with different things, and using the structure function, you can really have a lot of fun. Again, it will not work with every illustration that you've done and every graphic that you created, but you know, they even have samples here. You can even upload a photo and experiment with a photo and so forth. Illustration of a bird, like a little kind of gradient of a river flowing through a mountains. This living room, this ball in a box, you know, again, you could take maybe something and try it out and things of that nature. And then this owl. These are really cool. You can really have a lot of fun with structure in Adobe Firefly. This one is going to be really neat. It could be freaky. It could be funny. It could be really strange. It might make you want to cover your eyes. Now, I have tested this one out and it did do some interesting, peculiar things. And that's why I want to show you that sometimes it does some unique things and some bizarre things. So here is the prompt before I add the image for the structure. Man with a hamburger head. Man is wearing a colorful suit. Man is holding a pair of glasses in his hand. High resolution, highly detailed, photorealistic 3D. Let's hit generate and see what happens. Now, while it's doing that, it's going to probably create some unique things, but we'll go ahead and add the image for the structure, and it's based on a famous Ronald McDonald character from McDonald's, Mayor McCheese. But before we do that, let's check out what Adobe Firefly did. That's cute. He is wearing a colorful suit. Again, this guy is wearing a colorful suit, but his glasses are kind of stuck in between, and they even gave him a little beard right there. Kind of weird. All right. This one's trying to wear glasses, but he's got a funky colored suit. Sure. Okay. All right. And this one, this one looks kind of neat. He looks like he's kind of like thinking a little bit. All right. I will download that one just for fun. Okay, so we have this image right here. We're going to bring the scale and the strength all the way up. I'm going to leave it as square because the image is square, and I'm going to hit generate. Fingers crossed. Let's hope it does something cool. You never know. Okay. Mayor McCheese, come on, McDonald's. Let's see what you got there. All right, and also I don't think it's good to use IPs from companies, but just for fun, let's see what it did. All right. That one's very peculiar. Like I said, it will do some weird things. When I did this the other week, it was creating cutout faces on it. I don't know why, but I have tried this one. Oh, this one's kind of weird. It built glasses inside and put glasses on top of a tomato. Okay. Weird. Okay. This one looks like kind of like a female Mayor McCheese, and doesn't have glasses, but she's holding, I don't know, 2 burgers stuck on top of each other. But I will download that. I do think the face is pretty neat. I would probably edit that part out in Photoshop just for fun. I'm loving it. This one is kind of unique too. He's holding some weird things, but I do like it. You know, sometimes it will do the text exactly the way the text appears. Other times not. You never know. We're going to do this one more time. I'm going to click photo. This is where it could get creepy, guys. I don't know. But I just want to show you guys how strange things can get in Firefly. But you can have a lot of fun with it. Honest to God, you can have so much fun with this. Let's see. Like, okay, this kind of, he looks like he's juggling and stuff. Looks like he's, juggling tomatoes. But it does look kind of neat. And I could imagine this being like a puppet that they were trying to create the character. I don't know why they put a jalapeno as a sash right there. But sure, the pepper, right? Let's get spicy. Why not? This one, he does have glasses in his hand. Holy crap. But he has no face. But he's still loving it. All right. This one, oh, he's got glasses. He has glasses. I don't know why he's got a circle there, but he has glasses in his hand. All right. Very cool. We're going to do this one more time. I'm very curious. How could I change this prompt? What could I do to adapt it? A man with a hamburger head. Man is wearing a colorful suit. Man is holding a pair of glasses. Pair of reading glasses in his hand. I could put quotes around this and see. If that changes it. I don't know. I don't know if Adobe works with quotes or not. I think so. There's different tricks for every AI tool out there and different things you can do. You can even add numbers and values to some things and it'll do unique things. But let's see. Oh, okay. Now we have glasses. All right. Sure. Okay. Again, strange, but neat. Let's see what we have here. Okay. All right. Again, the jalapeno. Don't know why it's going to... This one's kind of bizarre, but he has glasses. So the adding the parentheses around it actually worked. Okay. All right. Cool. Let's... Colorful clown suit. And let's turn it back to art. And then let's see. Last one. Because I wanted to change it to clown suit. Who knows what could happen there? Makes me hungry. I want to go eat cheeseburgers, but I don't want to be a cannibal. Interesting. Okay, look. It looks like he's got a little puckered face. But he is holding glasses, but it looks like they did try to put glasses on the burger. Sure, okay. I do like the outfit, though. The outfit is pretty cool. Look at this one. Okay, he's got something is happening with his eyes. It looks like he's going stale or getting moldy in the eyeball region. But I do like the suit. He is holding glasses. Again, the parentheses worked. Okay, all right. Ooh, this one is like, okay, I am not going to be able to sleep at night now. Thank you, Adobe. I will have nightmares. Well, of course, maybe McDonald's wouldn't give you the nightmares too. Again, but I do like how it is getting the text, right? But that one, oh, that one's so creepy. That one is pretty scary. Oh, this one I like. This one is kind of good. I don't know what's going up with like the weird mustache across his face, but sure, okay. But colorful suit, looks like a clown, hamburger head. He does have a face. Looks like he's got onions for the eyes, tomato for the nose. Looks like he's got like a tomato tongue sticking out. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. That one's great. I will download that one. And yeah, so that was all of them. So again, sometimes it will create something freaky with your illustration or with the graphic that you created. And I think these abstract characters with weird body parts or extremities can end up doing some weird things in this. Again, you have to play with it. You have to play with the prompt. Again, you can probably go through about 100 of these, and then you're going to find one that you really love that really matches what you were looking for. Did you like today's video? Did you like the tutorial? If so, click like now and give me that subscribe. That means a lot to a content creator when you like the video and you subscribe to the channel. If you want to see more tutorials like this, let me know in the comments below. I will take care of you and create more. I tend to cover design, marketing, PR, games, and creative tech. So whatever you want to see, let me know in the comments below, and I will work on getting that content out there for you to enjoy. And while I'm talking, I'm going to show this video right here of some other illustrations and designs that I created with that illustration of Eva Green. Check it out. I had a lot of fun with this one. I don't know why. It was just a lot of fun and a lot of cool to work with. And a lot of cool things happened while I was doing it. And sometimes they were happy mistakes. Again, playing with this feature in Adobe Firefly is very addictive. You can spend hours goofing off with it, hours enjoying it, and having a lot of fun. So I totally recommend you give it a try, check it out, and see if you like it. Then also, make sure if you do share your work that you add that disclaimer that I mentioned before. Say that you created it using Adobe Firefly or whatever AI tool that you're using. I think it's very important to be transparent and be authentic and genuine, and let people know how you're creating your work, because people are pretty savvy now. They know if you're creating things with AI tools. But it's okay if you tell people, hey, I use this tool. It just shows that you embrace technology. Again, though, that being said, choose platforms that are doing things ethically. Adobe is really working hard to train their model ethically, and I think that's important. Don't use other things like Midjourney that's just sourcing data from the web and stealing data. That's not cool. In fact, it breaks a lot of data protection rights and legislation around the world. So don't use that, even though it is kind of a neat platform. I know. But try to stick to the ethical platforms. And that really helps us artists out and us creatives, because we want to get acknowledgement. We want to get the credit. And sometimes, that extra little kickback with money helps out as well too. So good on you, Adobe, for doing that. Again, I had a lot of fun. I hope you really enjoyed this. I will have the link to my other social media platforms and that special link to that special Instagram account where you can find the Adobe Firefly images. Again, super fun day. Hope you enjoyed this tutorial. As always, happy creating. We'll catch you on the next one, and see you soon.